Video games are fun, and we all know this, and we all have friends, hopefully. And let's say you and your friends play on PC, so you want to play video games with your friends. What are you gonna play? Call of Duty? Yeah, nice try, Activision. Rainbow Six Siege? Yeah, nice try, Satan! Marvel Rivals? Yeah, I won't be playing, that's for sure. Roblox? You guys are gonna be spending like 30 hours trying to find a game to play. Or maybe you wanna go a little niche. You wanna play, what, Chivalry 2? Hey, where'd everyone go? Hello? All these games are popular multiplayer games. Well, except for Chivalry 2. I don't even, there's like a cult following for that game. But there is one game that stands out from the rest of them. This game is the best multiplayer game to play on PC. Period. Full stop. And that game is Left 4 Dead 2. With Worms Reloaded coming as a close second.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Now, dear viewer, you must be asking, now, what the hell is a worm? What is Worms Reloaded? I've never heard of this game in my entire life. Please, Cube Brain, tell me more. I would love to learn about this Worms game. Well, look no further. Worms is a 2D artillery turn-based tactics video game developed by Team 17 and released on August 26, 2010. Worms Reloaded is a PC port of Worms 2 Armageddon, which was released on July 1st, 2009. Worms 2 is basically just the console version and App Store version. In Worms Reloaded, you control 4 little worms, and you have an arsenal of weapons and utilities of items that you can use, and your goal is to kill the enemy worms. And don't let your worms die first. Now, you must be saying, that sounds really mediocre. I mean, the way you're describing this gameplay, like, you're just killing 4 other worms. Like, that's just the bare fucking minimum. Why are you saying it's the best PC game? And I have to say to that, shut your fucking mouth!
No problem, John.
Shut the fuck up, you cunt!
Worms Reloaded is the second best PC game, not because of that bare bones description I gave you. It's the best PC game because of the experience you get with your friends and how intense the gameplay is. But first off, the game's really easy to learn. Like, you just move around, jump, and then you just know how to shoot weapons. Because I've played with people before, like, how do I shoot a weapon? And they just waste a goddamn turn. It's a play that goes on with all new Worms players, and it needs to be mastered before you can really get into the battlefield. Or you can learn it, like, in your first game of Worms. That's what I did. Like, it's not that hard to learn. It's not hard at all, as a matter of fact. Like, you get thrown in, and then maybe your friends will tell you, but you can find out just by going to the control menus, like every game. But that's besides the point. It's an easy game to learn. I will say some of the items they give you is difficult to use, like the ninja rope. There's literally a whole level, like the main story campaign. It's not even a story. It's just like a bunch of training. But the main like offline mode of it, there's a whole level teaching you how to use the ninja rope and how to properly traverse. And sometimes when you're in Worms, if you haven't like gone through every single item in the entire game, you might pick up one weapon and you're just not gonna know what it's gonna do, and you don't have time to look it up, so you're just gonna have to wing it, like with the grandma or with Super Sheep or with this giant motherfucking donkey statue that fucking rams into the ground and destroys everything in its path and doesn't care that it destroys you while you're at it. Speaking of the weapons, there's so many unique weapons to play around with, like the rocket launcher, the homing missile, the bunker buster, the super bunker buster, the airstrike, the napalm. Okay, there's a lot of missiles in this game, and it's kind of alarming. But there's just not missiles. There's the cluster grenade, the holy hand grenade, the banana. Okay, most of these weapons in this game, they just explode. Okay, that's all there is to it. But there's some weapons that don't explode, like the shotgun and the fucking dragon fist. But most of the weapons explode because the main purpose is to fuck shit up in the map. You fuck up the entire team and ruin their game, their entire day, even if they really care about worms that much. Like, let's say you spawn in and your friend's right off the edge of the cliff. Like, you can go with prod, or you can fucking home run them with the baseball bat, or even use the dragon fist to punch them off the map. It's cheap, and some people wouldn't consider it honorable, but it's an easy kill, and it's funny just to see them get mad. Some weapons you need to be tactical about, like the bunker buster. You need to determine if it'll even make it to your enemy, because the bunker buster fucking sucks. It doesn't even make it that far before it explodes. So you need to like measure perfectly that it's gonna fully go down to the worm that you want to fucking blow up. You also need to consider if you're gonna get any worth out of your play. Like, for example, you can use a bunker buster on your other worm, but in the long run, is that really gonna help you? It's gonna take away 30 damage, so what? They're gonna group all your worms together and use a fucking holy hand grenade and destroy all your worms. That is a good play. That is a play worthwhile, goddammit. And other weapons, you really need to concentrate to make sure you don't mess up. Like with the super sheep, it's like the regular sheep. And the regular sheep, they just fucking walk around. They prance around until they reach the enemy worm, and then you press enter on your, well, at least for me, it's enter. And you activate it, and then they blow up in the worm's, in your enemy worm's face. But with the super sheep, you need to like control it and make sure that it goes through everything to reach their destination. Because I know from experience that they explode on impact. So if you hit one wrong pixel, then the fucking sheep explodes. This has happened to me before. In worms, you can just, it has a destroyable environment, and sometimes it's just one little pixel that gets in your way and you can't move, or you can't like execute an attack properly because of that one singular pixel, because it acts like a whole stone wall. This game will bring out the war general in you. You need to be smart and tactical, and that is another great thing about this game. It gets so intense with your friends, and you're just fucking plotting their one move. It's like, what if they do this? What if they do that? I sure hope they do this one thing so I can execute this attack that will for sure win me this game. Being tactical is another great component for this game. Once you get into a game with some friends, it quickly turns to a battle of wits, determining which play has the most worth, and if it's necessary to sacrifice one of your worms just to get two of your friends' worms. Sometimes you have to make a tactical retreat so you can just come back and hit them even harder. There can be no errors in this game because this game is war. It's total guerrilla warfare. And that is what makes this game fun. The strategic gameplay, the destructiveness of all the weapons, and its easy to understand mechanics, the destroyable environment. All this is what makes Worms such a fun game to play with your friends. And you get addicted to it, and you just keep going game after game, and you don't want to stop. You can also customize your worms too. You can give them like little afros or like Scout's hat. You can also give them different voice lines too, like a poor rapper that makes shitty rhymes, or an old grandpa, an old grandma, an Irish man, a British man, an American. You can do anything with these worms. You can make them by customizing your worms, they feel like your own little soldiers, your own little platoon. This game is generally such a good time with friends, and that's why I say it deserves the second best multiplayer PC game to play with friends. It's amazing. I love this game. Wait, this whole time you were saying it was the second best. Why isn't it the best? Well, that simply is because Left 4 Dead 2 is better. Left 4 Dead 2 is objectively the best zombie game ever made, the best multiplayer game ever made. It's literally not a challenge between these two games. Left 4 Dead 2 has so much content, from the campaign to versus mode to realism. It's so much more. There's so much content like jam-packed into this game. There's mods that you can add even more content to with all these different campaigns. I played a custom campaign once. That was so fucking hard. It was a fun time though. That was a great time with friends. And just the regular campaign too is an amazing time with friends, doing all the secrets like Noam Chomsky. Damn, I hate Noam Chomsky! Not just the game too, but the subtle storytelling through like the graffitis up the wall and all that stuff. You've heard it before, I'm sure. Left 4 Dead 2 is just the best multiplayer game. Like, there's no contest. That's what I believe in, and that's what everyone should believe in by that fact. There is so much to this game to do with friends and to just play alone, mainly with friends. It just takes the cake for the best PC multiplayer game. And Worms Reloaded just comes in as second place. Not close second, because I don't think it touches it. There's no fucking subtle storytelling in Worms, god damn it. But Worms is second place. Well then, what is third place? Third place goes to Minecraft Java Edition. And, well, I only say Java Edition because that's the only PC version of Minecraft, but literally, there's mods, there's so much content you can play with friends, but the thing is, it gets boring really quickly, and then you and your friends drop it after like 2 weeks. But for Left 4 Dead 2 and Worms, it's timeless, but for Minecraft, 2 weeks, and then like wait a few months or maybe even a year to play it again. But that is why Worms Reloaded is the second best multiplayer PC game to play with friends. And if you're looking for a new PC game to play with friends, well, Worms Reloaded is right there. Give it a try. I'm sure you're gonna love it. Please. This is ground control to Major Tom. You've really made the grade. Oh shit, and the papers want to know whose shirts you wear.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
No!
Devolve.
Major Tom to ground control. I'm stepping through the
Wait
door.
for it to come in.
And
Well.
I'm floating in a most peculiar way. No! And the stars look very different today. For here I am sitting in a tin can, far above the world. Planet Earth is blue, and there's nothing I can do.